Hi there, Glenn Withers here again, and in this video we're now going to transfer down the spine and have a look at the lower back. Now, I spoke in the very first video about the importance of your chair posture and how you sit in a chair. So if you're sitting here and you slouch back like this, no matter how good your chair is, you're putting quite a lot of pressure onto the back of your disc, or into the disc in your back. And we want to reverse that. We use a technique called reverse the curve. It's a very familiar technique in the physiotherapy world, and it simply means if you spend too much time crouched this way, you have to open the other way. And there's a couple of ways of doing this. If you are at your desk, just slide forwards in your chair, hands right down in the lower part of your spine, shoulders back, and then you just arch backwards towards the back of your chair, and then you come back off. Okay. Now, you're not holding it back there, it's a movement. Okay. It comes from an exercise program called the McKenzie Principles. And you want to do about 8 to 10 of these as you exhale back, inhale, return. Exhale back, inhale, return. Okay. And you're trying to get a little bit of movement into that lower back that might have been squashed down like this for too long. But in an ideal world, we'd actually do that up in standing. So what we're going to do now is come up into the standing position. So if we do that, and we come up into our standing position, and we're going to do the same exercise now in standing. My feet hip distance apart, hands in the small of my back. And now I can really get that articulation over the point of where my hands are. Exhale, inhale, return. Exhale, inhale, return. Now, if I do that only 8 to 10 times, every 1 or 2 hours throughout the day, it'll go a long way to preventing a lot of the disc issues that we see in people that spend 8 to 10 hours a day at the desk. Now, one other thing that you can touch on is the importance of this sit to stand. Okay, we just spoke about maybe going from a seated position to standing. Well, sit to stand is a fantastic exercise. If you look at sit to stand, as we come up and down, okay, that's a relative squat position. And if you can increase your squats per day to 20 or 30, you'll be doing great exercise work for your legs. So when I'm in the chair, I could just put my hands here and stand up like that. But actually what I want to do is take my hands away, feet flat, incline forwards, push through the heels to come up. I get my glutes, I get my quads, bit of hamstring work, bit of core work. Now, if every time I go to sit to stand through the day, instead of standing straight up, if I was to do just 3 repetitions of that, and then off I go, I'm going to go a long way to hitting my target of 20 to 30 squats per day. That will strengthen my legs, strengthen my lower back, and make me a much healthier person all around. In our final series, we're going to look at what happens at the foot and ankle.